And behind me, I've got phenomenally talented poets who are going to be talking tonight at the Period Monologue. Now, I mean, I can talk to Ruby and Just Breathe like as per normal. I'm going to start with Liam because that's not what people generally expect, right? Liam, please tell us what's your poetry about today?
It's about dignifying periods and just educating people on what that includes and what Binti is all about.
I mean, usually it's a stigma with men. I mean, they don't really talk, even women, but more so men. How did you have to overcome it? Was there anything you had to do?
I think for me, I've always been quite open-minded, but the people around me are quite different. I've not really known many people that wanted to be that open about those conversations. But I had to educate myself separately from school, and that's what my poem's about. It's about education being a big part of that.
So that's the aim of the game for you tonight, to tell everybody else that it's okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jaspreet, you've been into poetry, performing for almost 3-4 years now?
Yeah, I'm performing for about 3 years.
Yes.
But I've been writing since I was about 13, so since I was a teenager.
And tell us, what's your role tonight? What are you trying to educate people about? I mean,
so I came on as an ambassador with Binti earlier this year. So I've been working closely with Binti about how we can use the creative arts and how we can use things like poetry and monologues to tackle these taboo subjects.
Yeah.
So that's something I've been doing with my poetry over the last couple of years, tackling these topics that are often brushed under the carpet, things we don't want to talk about. So it's a way of educating people, a way of tackling that taboo and those kind of uncomfortable conversations.
Right.
And I'll be sharing my first time when I first started my period and what it was like as a teenager, not having any clue of what was happening to my body. And it's still the case today that many women and men still have no idea about what periods are and the process of menstruation. So really educating people on that.
Ruby, how have things changed for you at home? Let me start with home, because home is something where you can, there are a group of people where, it's the mothers actually, because I remember my mother saying, don't talk about it with boys.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it openly. So how things have changed, I mean, massively.
Absolutely. For me, I was brought up with my dad only. So things have changed so much, but the way that he tackled when I came on my first period was so amazing for me, and it kind of shaped everything that went on from there.
Right.
So that's something that I'm going to talk about today, because I personally think that Binti is doing something so incredible with bringing this taboo subject to light, and we as creatives need to do as much as we can to raise awareness and to let people know that it's okay to talk about this, but it's also we need to actively do something to change it for people who don't have, a cool dad. It's okay. It's me. Who don't have a cool dad, or who don't have parents who are okay with talking about it. People who can't afford period pads and all those things. So that's, I guess, the most important thing for today, to just speak about our personal experiences and raise awareness and raise money, and
I guess the subline today is, it is okay to talk about. It's not taboo anymore. Period happens. It's natural. Thank you.